Okay, let's talk about preload. Now, preload's kind of an interesting because it's very different than afterload. We're going to do that in a different video. Preload is about how much the ventricle is full. So we're going to pretend that this water gun is your ventricle. So it's going to depend. Preload is all dependent on how much I can load that ventricle. And that is going to determine how much blood I can move forward. So that's all what preload is simply how much blood is in that ventricle before contraction, before we fire that blood forward. That's it. And so things that actually impact preload would be things like ventricular fill. So for example, if we have less fluid inside our veins and those types of things, when we have vasodilation, we're going to have less blood return back to those ventricles, meaning that we're going to have decreased preload. Or something like atrial kick, where the atriums are no longer in a consistent, continuous contraction to move blood into those ventricles, that's going to decrease preload. So there's all those things that could decrease preload, but the main thing to understand about preload is all about fill, okay? How much blood is in that ventricle before we contract and move blood forward.
If you struggle with scenarios, then check this out. This is a 100-patient scenario book that we created where we help you prep, conduct, and debrief all 100 of these scenarios. And you can get it at the link in our bio.